So you're not going to believe this, guys. I went on holiday accidentally for too long, and Eddie Howe has got the club promoted. If you look on the bottom of the screen here, I went on holiday, I think, just after this 4-1 win against Middlesbrough, knowing that, yes, sorted for the playoffs. I thought I'd gone on holiday until the next match, but it turned out I must have just gone on holiday indefinitely, because when I opened Football Manager back up, we were in the Premier League, and I went to look at the schedule, and Eddie Howe had absolutely smashed the playoffs. He bet Bristol City 4-1 at home. We lost 2-1 away, but then he bet Nottingham Forest at Wembley 3-2 in the playoff final. Eddie Howe, while I was on holiday. And now we're in the Prem. Wycombe are in the Prem. Ricky J. Jones in the playoff final. We won it in extra time. Ricky J. Jones scored in the 119th minute to put Wycombe in the Prem. And I was on holiday. Mad scenes. So I got back from holiday and I was looking at the schedule and I could see this. And I was like, what is going on? We're in the Premier League. Look how many games we've lost. We lost to Everton 4-2. Then we lost to Man City 5-1. We actually beat last season on pens in the Carabao Cup. We bet Brighton, okay, in the Carabao Cup, but we lost to Chelsea 4-0 as well. We'd lost almost every single game in the Prem. And then I went to look at my squad, and okay, I've brought a couple of guys in off screen now, but the squad was so threadbare. There was like about 13 players in the squad, and you can see I've brought a couple of people in on trial here in the bottom. I've also signed a couple of players, and I'll talk about that now today in today's episode. We'll do a transfer deadline day because I actually just managed to come back from holiday about 3 days before the end of the transfer window, and I've just hit record now when we're just about to smash through that deadline. I'm pretty confident I'm going to get a couple of deals over the line now, which will complete the squad, hopefully, for the Prem. I think we're going to be able to at least stay up with the squad that I've built now. But before, no wonder we were losing all those games. He had about 12 players, Eddie Howe, to choose from. Alex Patterson's left. No idea where he's gone. There he is, Alex Patterson. He just left, went to Barnsley. I mean, what's all that about? So I can talk you through the deals that I've done just now before I hit record. This is one of the best ones. We bought this guy in on loan with a clause to buy, so we can buy him at any point during the loan from Man City. I think it's around 20 million we have to pay to bring him in. Originally wanted him to play centre-back because we literally didn't have a centre-back to play alongside John. But he's now going to step into midfield, I think, because we were missing 2 midfield positions as well. Because obviously we'd lost all our loanees, Neco Williams, Hannibal, Ethan Galbraith. None of them were in the team. So we signed this guy. He's going to play the defensive midfield role, I think. He's got really good stats, so we're happy with that. He was on the transfer list and he wanted to come. Ethan Laird, we raided the Man United under-23s, as we normally do. Managed to pick Ian Laird out on loan as well with a future fee. I think only 2 million we have to pay for him if we want to buy him, so he's quite good. Sarnez, we signed our first actual wonder kid. He's a right back, or a right winger really. Fast, good first touch, good flair, only 18 years old, good decisions already, teamwork. So a little look in more detail at his position. So right wing, but we're going to play him at right back there, which kind of put Ethan Laird's position at jeopardy already. But at least it means we got competition for that right back spot. And then because we decided to push Vuskovic into midfield, we needed the centre back to play alongside John. So we managed to sign this guy, Souza, 23-year-old Brazilian. Decent stats where you need them. I mean, we couldn't really find anyone amazing who wanted to come, but tackling, all these are 13 or above now. Tackling, marking, heading, positioning, concentration, pace, strength, acceleration. So he's got it where it counts, and if he can build on any of those attributes, we are laughing. These two boys left without me even knowing about it. Tommy Tyler, the backup left back, and Capriel, the goalkeeper, who we couldn't get a work permit for. If we go back to the season before, no business done apparently the season before. I mean, Josh Clark left, which isn't a big deal. But here we are, we're on the transfer deadline day now today, and we have been for a few moments. And like I say, I've got a few deals in which I think will help the club. In terms of the team then, we've got Gomez, obviously the goalkeeper, which we signed I think last season, or the season before. San is the right back, which we just spoke about. John Jermaine, the patron, at centre back, who's going to be great. Sozo, who we just spoke about, and then Hamachi at left back. This is the squad heading into the Premier League. Defensive midfield, so we're looking good so far. Vuskovic. Then Drahir as box to box. We signed this guy on a free transfer, I think, in season 2. Really, really good. We've still got to fill that second midfield role, and that is coming to you today live on the transfer deadline day. You're going to be really, really excited, impressed, whatever superlative you want to use. You're going to be it. David and Hallett then up front on the wings. Maiton as a backup. Ricky J. Jones up front. So maybe up front is where we really need to invest, or maybe find a flair player that we can sign. But we have got eyes on this guy who we've got on trial. Ramiro Enrique. Good stats. I mean, 23, Argentinian, dribbling, finishing, first touch, flair. So really, really good. Trey Coyle as well might be coming in because our scouts reckon he's quite good. Stats aren't great, but I mean, he's got a decent star rating if you look on the right hand side there, and he's free at the moment. So that's it. We're going to do the transfer deadline day. Like I said, you're going to be excited. I'm sure you will be excited if you've been following the series so far. And then we're going to play West Ham at home. I will need to go on holiday in the meantime because, you know what I mean, I need to work on my tan, and there's a lot of days in between. But maybe I'll sign some staff as well, actually. I make sure the coaches are looking good. I'll have a look at that now, actually. You know, I'm here. If I go to training and then coaches, yeah, we need to look at that a little bit if we're in the Prem now. Of course we do. So there is our coil set for Wycombe already. Wycombe. So that's not cost us a lot of money. In fact, it was absolutely free, ladies and gentlemen. So there it is. Transfer window closes now tonight at 11 p.m. The deals are on the table, guys, and they are on the table. You are gonna like them. Trey Coyle signed. That deal is done. That gets a B- from the fans, but I mean, the scouts reckon he's good fans, so B-, we'll take that. Hieno accepts Fleetwood offer. This was one guy we were looking at. We bought him in on trial, but I don't think we managed to sign him in time because of our financial situation. And talking about finances, here it is. So our transfer budget at the moment is 18 million, but we did have about 40 million in total, and using monthly installments, I managed to eke a bit more out of that. We put our wage budget right up to 360,000, which is unheard of for Wycombe, and we had to adjust some budgets in order to buy these players because when we went to offer Hieno a contract, we couldn't afford the wages that he wanted, and he was only a free transfer. So if I approach to sign him now, for example, he's already accepted that offer, so we missed the boat on him. Good potential luck, especially for a freebie, but it is what it is. Here's the financial commercial income in the Premier League. No surprise to see Wycombe miles at the bottom there, and I'm just going to screenshot that. I'll put that on Twitter, so you might have seen this already by the time the video goes out if you follow us on Twitter at FMWKDS. Bit of a spoiler for the guys on Twitter there. There it is. Tarat goes on loan to Bordeaux. I'm not sure if we were looking at this guy, but he's a centre back, got decent stats. I mean, not better than Souza though. Okay, we roll it on to the next few minutes, few hours in the transfer deadline day. Can Wycombe build their squad big enough for the Prem? And if I show you the tactics screen here, you can see exactly where we're missing the players, and it is that box-to-box midfielder role which we're going to play here. I've altered the roles in the tactics slightly just to accommodate the fact that we're going to be a little bit more on the back foot this year. So we're going to play a little bit more of a I don't want to say defensive, but a little bit more of a solid game. So the two midfielders are going to be box to box. Our deep lying playmaker is going to be more deep lying. And yeah, so we're going to be really combative in that midfield with hopefully a strong defensive line as well. But this is the position which we really need to fill. We've got no one who can play it at the moment. I mean, not even a backup. We'll probably have to train one of these boys to play backup, or maybe train Enrique if we sign him to play there. Although he's only got 4 tackling. Or maybe train our right back Wonderkid to play in the middle, for example. Enrique granted work permit. He comes into the team, the 23-year-old Argentinian, set to sign for Wycombe, 16 grand a week, which is big bucks for us. Gay Dartsy work permit application rejected. Who is this guy? Oh no, this is the centre midfielder which we really wanted for that position. Look at this guy. Oh, really good, but the work permit, I thought it was going to be an issue. Look at that work rate, 19. So he'd be really suited that box to box role. Technique, passing, work rate, aggression, stamina. Look at that. Only 18 years old, and we managed to get him for like 2 or 3 million, I think. But it's not to be. It's the work permit application. I mean, we can still get him, and he's had 1 cap for his country already. Is it worth maybe buying him and putting him out on loan? Let's have a look. Depends how much we paid for him. Transfer. How much did we pay? 5+ million. I wonder if we can delay that. Can we delay? Oh, we have to accept. We had a minimum fee release clause of 18.5. We've paid 5. But is that going to put a spanner into the works of the other deal which I've got in the works? Let's have a look at the budget. 18 million in the budget. This could put a spanner in the works. I might have to cancel the deal. Because at the end of the day, if he's not got a work permit, he can't play for us. And there's no point in buying him and putting him out on loan if it's going to scupper the deal for the guy that we really want, who's come in. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So we'll cancel. It's all happening here at Wycombe. 1 item in the news feed. Could that be what we want to see? Wycombe sign Enrique. It's good, but it's not what we want. We want to see that exciting deal which we want to get over the line. Let's roll on. There it is! Guys, you've seen it here. Hannibal is coming back, and this time it is not on loan. We've signed him. Managed to sign Hannibal from Man United under 21s. I mean, he's not amazing, but he's a legend at the club. He got us promoted last season. He's only 21 and he's got a couple of 15s. Let me read them out to you. Technique, passing, vision, flair, determination is 16. Aggression, agility, natural fitness. Hannibal set to sign for Wycombe. 40 million quid we've paid for this guy, but it's only 15.25 to be deducted from this season's transfer budget, and the rest is in installments. What a player, what a guy. Hannibal coming back to Adams Park. And there it is, Wycombe sign Hannibal. He comes in at one of our highest potential rating players. 40 million is a record, I'm sure, for Wycombe, and that is absolutely sick. The fans have only given it a B-. Why aren't the fans all over this deal? Don't you know what he's done for the club? He has got a minimum fee release clause, 48 million. We had to put that in. He wouldn't let us not put it in. Relegation release clause, 24 million. We're not going to get relegated. I mean, we're in relegation form. We're probably bottom of the league at the moment, but not with this guy. He is going to see us to safety. And that's the end of the January, and that's the end of the transfer deadline. It has passed for English clubs, and we sit at the bottom for wages, £325,000 a week, with Man City spending 5.25 million. Wow, Wycombe are gonna hopefully do some giant killings this season. And here's the transfer roundup. Mariba, the world-class midfielder, has gone from Barcelona to Liverpool. Look at the numbers on this guy. Wow. Centre midfielder, Jesus, I've never seen anything like it. This must be like something crazy going on here because I've never seen this guy before. I must have seen him, but he's really good. Fabio Silva going from Wolves to Atletico Madrid, £81 million. Very, very, very good stats indeed, sir, for a youngster. Kyo Jorge or something like that has gone from somewhere, Hoffenheim, to Man United. A striker who is Brazilian, taking that Cavani role. Let's have a quick look at the squad then to recap. And after the madness of the transfer window, Hannibal comes into the box-to-box role and the squad is complete. I've just realised his marking attribute is only 3 and now I'm scared. But apart from that, I mean, he's not very good at long throws, but he's decent at everything else, so give the guy a break. Hannibal, there he is. Let's have a look at his attributes. Very, very good indeed. Let's have a look at his profile. This guy's class. Let's have a look at his position. That's what I want to see. Midfield centre, Mazzella, advanced playmaker, deep lying playmaker. I mean, he's going to be box to box for us. Maybe we'll have to change his role a little bit now that he's come into the squad, because he is a different kind of player than a box to box, really, isn't he? I mean, Vuskovic there as a deep lying playmaker, does that make sense? Passing 13, vision 14, where we got Hannibal here with passing 15 and vision 15. I think we'll have to make Hannibal the playmaker and Vuskovic a defensive player. I think that's a no-brainer. That's what I'll do. Oh, he's a good deep lying playmaker though. He is a good deep lying playmaker. We'll keep Hannibal as a box to box for now. We'll train him up. Development. Midfield centre. Box to box support. And there we are. I mean, he's not missing much from that. Tackling and finishing. But apart from that, he's got pretty much everything you want, hasn't he? Strength maybe. But you can build that up. He's only 21. Let's have a look at our coaches now. I'll probably do that off screen because that's very boring, and then we'll play West Ham. Fade out. So here it is then. Team against West Ham is as follows. Ricky J. Jones up front as the pressing forward. Still only 21 years old, so he's got a lot of room to grow into those attributes, but he's fast as hell. Alex Maiton plays on the left for the injured David. Hallett on the right wing, who's unhappy. He wants to move to a bigger club, unfortunately, but it's not going to happen. Nick Hallett, you're our best prospect, pretty much. Drahir, box to box with Hannibal. Then Vuskovic playing in that deep lying playmaker role. And the back four is Hamachi at left back, Souza at left centre back, John Jermaine as the right centre back, and Ethan Laird at right wing back, because our wonder kid, of course, is injured. Gomez at goalkeeper, and our substitutes are basically the only substitutes that are available to the squad. Huge news on the coaching front as well. We've managed to get hold of the one, the only Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney has joined as a coach Wycombe Wonderkids. He's got good tactical coaching, great at working with youngsters. Look at his little cheeky face there. Motivating, determination. He's got it all, and we're glad to have him. He joins the likes of James Beattie and Eddie Howe in the backroom staff. We've got a couple of other guys on their way as well, just waiting for work permits, just to beef up that coaching side of things as well. And we've also signed a technical director, someone who can maybe do all these little bits that I keep missing when I go on holiday. So that's it. We're taking on West Ham. We've got no fear. We're going to play our game. We're probably going to lose. Everyone needs squad numbers here. So let's think about this logically. Souza is a centre back, so he's going to have number 4, 5 or 6. Vuskovic can have number 6. Ethan Laird number 2. But then we have got that wonder kid as well, who might want to be number 2. But Ethan Laird can be number 2. Hannibal can be number 8. Trey Coyle can be 16 and Romario Enrique can be 15. Eddie Howe then completes a pre-match team talk. Nick Hallett is looking apprehensive, which doesn't bode well considering he's already unhappy anyway. Everyone else's body language is composed as far as I can see. Oh, we have got 1 point in the league, so we're not quite bottom of the league. But we face a set piece here in the Premier League and we score off the second ball. Paston Dakar. Brocco sends it in. We clear it quite well. Then number 17 misses the challenge. And they score at the near post. 1-0. Oh, that's why we went bottom, because we weren't losing the game yet, so we had 1 point on the live league table, if you see that on the right hand side. So Leeds, West Brom and Wycombe. Now Sheffield United, West Brom and Wycombe make up the bottom three. Can we get any points? Can we get any points on the board today? The first Premier League pointage. Okay, another set piece here from West Ham, who in real life are very good at them, and that's another goal by the same guy. No, it's not. Someone with a similar name. Okay, well, thank you very much for that, West Ham. We don't need to see that replay. I mean, I've seen quite enough of that. Skip. We'll go to an attacking sense. And we'll see what we can do. Hannibal with the ball into Jay Jones there. Nice little highlight. Jay Jones skips through, out to Ethan Laird. Draher. Oh, Mighton loses the ball there in the penalty box. Very attacking play there from Wycombe. That's the man more from the team. 32 minutes gone, we're losing 2-0, so couldn't really be much worse. Couldn't really be much worse. But if you look at the underlying numbers, I mean, the expected goals are very even. 0.4 to 0.3. And here's Wycombe with a highlight. Hannibal out to Laird. Oh, great ball into Mighton, and we score. And it's 2-1. Wycombe just before half time, getting himself in the game. Laird with a throw in. Hannibal with the through ball back to Ethan Laird. The Man United loanee puts in a great ball to Alex Mighton, who heads it into the corner. Just enough time now for Eddie Howe to do one of his world-beating, promotion-getting, playoff-winning team talks. Go get him, Eddie. They make a substitution at half-time. That's interesting. They didn't like that goal. They didn't like conceding. Come on, boys. "60 minutes gone now and nothing's happened. Wycombe are going to go very attacking. Going to encourage the entire team and carry on for another couple of minutes until we see a highlight. If we don't, I'm going to make a substitution just before 70 minutes. Oh, there's a highlight. Oh, it's a West Ham one. Oh, they're in our box. Oh dear. Was that a save? That's a goal kick. Okay, let's make a substitution. Oh, Hamachi's having a terrible game there. 5.8. We're going to have to sub him off for that. That's fine. It's an easy substitution to make. He's made that decision for us. Who's tired? Something I always like to see. Draher's tired. We haven't really got anything to speak of in terms of centre midfield backup, to be honest with you. Might be something I need to look at in the free transfer market. Because, yeah, we definitely haven't got any. Roman Enrique, I mean, he doesn't really play that position, does he? Let's get Kelvin on. Kelvin can play that position, I've just checked, and he's good at finishing as well, so he can come on for Draher. See what happens. We'll actually go back in and tell him to be a bit more attacking than Draher was. Oh, he hasn't come on yet, has he? Oh, good job I went back in, because that substitution hasn't actually been made. Him for Draher. Where's Draher? Oh, hold on. What's happened? Oh no, Gomez. Oh no, what's happened? Oh dear, hold on. I'm freaking out here. It looks like I put my substitute goalkeeper on. So Hamachi has come off, and Draher has come off. Devine's come on. Yeah, they both come on. Okay, no worries. So I'll just change this to centre midfielder attack. And go from there, because that lad, Kelvin, and I can't pronounce his last name, is a very good finisher. So if he can get into the box cause havoc. Could get another goal. 76 minutes gone. There's always a chance we can concede as well. Oh, West Ham with a highlight. Cleared from Wycombe. Back up to the halfway line. Souček. Diop. Back into Souček. Hallett wins the ball. Gives it to Maiton. Maiton's through on goal, but he puts it at the goalkeeper. He should have squared it to number 31. 81 minutes gone. Number 31 would have finished it as well. That's Kelvin. Bad decision there from Maiton. Oh dear. This could be the nail in the coffin. Oh, there it is. 3-1. I got a feeling this is going to be a tough season. We got a decent squad. And that was unlucky. Oh well. 90 minutes gone. Looks like we're going to lose 3-1. Bottom of the league. 5 games played, no points. Looks like it's going to be a tough season, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's it for today, boys and girls. I mean, Wycombe are back in the Prem, which is the main thing. And we're looking forward to the challenging season ahead. We're bottom of the league with no points as it stands. But that's definitely something we can work on. Once I hit I'll have a little look in the free transfer market, see if I can get any kids in to beef up the squad. So we've got a bit of backup. But yeah, I think we can do something. I mean, we've got Ricky J. Jones, we've got Hannibal, etc. We've got a really good squad. And I always like to sort my squad by potential. And look at that, we got some decent. And look at that, we got some decent guys in there, haven't we? Okay, so thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.